Man, I screwed up again, guys. Screwed up again. Can't believe myself. Beat up the old shop truck even more. I went back to the hardware store to buy some building materials and to get some doors for our shop, and you will say we do have doors now. I did not do that myself. I'll tell you what happened. And on my way there, well, I'll tell you how it is. I screwed up and was speeding down the roadway a little quick. Okay, a lot quick. And going around a curve, and my rear end slid out, and I slid right off the road into a tree, and the tree hit right here. You can see the indent from the tree. It just messed it all up. Busted our window, or cracked our rear window out. We got all kinds of damage. Not to mention, we still had the damage when we went out to the for our the interior store for Phantom's pickup truck. And then now I do this. Absolute mess. Look at that. Absolute mess. And it turns out we did all this damage for nothing. Nothing. Because our good buddy came by and fixed our shop for us. And our good buddy I'm speaking about is Rooney. He's the one that gave us this shop. We bought this shop from him, from My Garage County. Didn't really buy it from him. He gave it to us. But, trying to make the story sound better, bub. And, well, he came by and he fixed the doors for us. Remember, we were missing this door and that far end door, and the one on the other side, we were missing those doors. And, we got doors again. Not too bad. Don't be sneaking too big of a peek at that. That's our new project car for us. For a local My Garage County race team, drag racing team. So, yeah, that one's coming here real quick. But yeah, we got our doors back. While we're in here, let's take our toolbox into the other room. And I'll show you and tell you what we have on the table for today. So, this is it. This is it right here. This is our new project. A local drag race team here in My Garage County asked if I would convert this beautiful and lovely Chevrolet Nova into a dragster for them. And I said, heck yeah, I'll do that. Now, there's only so much we're going to do. After we get done with the car, they're going to take it to a specialty shop that does all the specialty safety equipment for this, where they're going to put in a roll cage and special glass windows and stuff like that. Well, there won't be glass, but special windows for this vehicle. We are not certified to do all that safety equipment, but we are definitely certified to do what it's here for today. And what it's here for today is we got to put slicks on the front and rear of this car, drag slicks. Got to change out the differential. They want the rear of the car lifted. They want me to build a whole new race engine for this car. They're just starting out in the world of drag racing, so they said nothing too wild and crazy to get themselves in too much problems, but something that's gonna, compete and win them some races. So they want the engine built from this V8 engine block, and then we have a new transmission that we got to install. So there is a lot of work to do on this vehicle. And I will say they are paying us extremely well. So what I'm going to do is, I know it's always the best to set your engines on the ground, you know, because that's what you're supposed to do. So that's what we're going to do there. Good thing that that engine is halfway roached. So let's grab the engine block, put it on there, our engine stand, so it's there. Let's take the hood off of this car. There we go. Let's just set it over here for now, against the wall. I would say that works. So yeah, this is what's currently in the vehicle. And just a stock 5.6 V8. Nothing fancy at all. It'll get you down the road if you need it, but it ain't a race engine. Let's just say that. So we have to probably start by... Yeah, let's get this engine out of the car. I think that's the best way to go about it. Our starter wires there. There we go. Battery terminal wires. Okay, we're going to save those because we are going to need these. And let me tell you what, everything on this car obviously is just in pristine condition. Why? Well, because it's a race car. It's, you know, you got to keep race cars in pristine condition. So we don't have to worry about this car giving us too many problems because all the parts are, you know, all the parts are shiny, fresh, new. So let's get down here and unbolt the transmission. And what's going to be cool about this job is it is paying extremely well. Extremely well. And the reason why that is, you know, it's a specialty build. You know, you got to have special skills to do a build like this. That's why they come to the best mechanic in my garage county. There we go. Let's carry this thing out here and just set it out here, out of the way. Oh, there we go. Yep. Just throw it on the ground. Oh, man. Oh, I think I broke my back with that thing. Those old 5.6 V8s, they don't make them like that anymore. Oh. Oh, all right. Well, let's get this car up in the air because I want to get the transmission out. I think that would be a smart move. So we have the new transmission installed when we put the new race engine down in there. You know what? I'm going to put these jack stands underneath here. Probably a better idea. Let's lower this down. Take this to the other side. And just repeat the process. Yep. Yep, the best mechanic in my garage county. I know it, you ain't got to tell me. No others can compete. For the best mechanic, man, I sure lose my wrench a lot. Might need to put some other jack stands underneath here. Might just need to do that. So let's grab those. I think they're in the other room here. Yep, they sure are. Let's throw one in our bag and get going. Even the wall's fixed there. Rooney even fixed the wall for us. Heck of a guy, I tell you. Heck of a guy. Well, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. This is normal. Yep, there we go. That's why they built them tough back in the day, so you could do things to them like that. Yep. No problem at all. Didn't even put a scratch on her. Heck yeah. Well, let's see if he'll let us get under this beast. Barely. It is out. The old transmission's out. Unbolt that starter because we are going to need it. Well, might not work now after I throw it on the dang ground. So now we have a good transmission and a good stock engine. Sounds pretty dang good to me. That was a gearbox 4 in that. We are going to put a gearbox 5, just a little bit of an upgrade. Car's so low, I gotta force myself underneath of it. There we go. Let's get on out of this thing here. Safely. Let's get out of here. After we get this bolt. There we go. That bolt. There we go. We're out. We are out. We got ourselves a new differential with 3.8 differential. So we're gonna put a 3.2 locked in her. To the customer specs. All right. The drive shaft bolted back down. I think we got that. Yep. We got it. And I think while we have it jacked up, might as well get these rear leaf springs out of here, huh? These guys will come right out. There we go. I thought I had another one there. That was interesting. I think when I tighten these bolts over here, these 4 with the shackles, U-bolts, weren't they down here? I don't know. Interesting. So now that rear is going to have a raised suspension on it. take the wheels off. You ever wondered how I roll across the ground like that? You know, I got myself a creeper that I'm rolling around on. So you just roll around on a creeper. Nice and easy. All right, let's install these. Might as well. I think I'll have to grab our air compressor. Okay, let's go grab the air compressor so I don't forget to pump these tires up. And I would like to do some work on this lad today too, but I'm not sure because that engine for that car is going to take a long time. But maybe, I don't know. No, I'm not sure how far we're going to get with that engine today. If we'll complete it or not. Okay, so that was inflated. Oh, interesting. I thought these didn't have air in them. Well, just throw that on the ground here. I love how I just throw all my stuff around. Okay, well, that is done. We've made quick work of this car so far. Heck yeah. I like that. So, we need to get a V8 parts in here for the engine. And then, I don't think we really need to select the car, really. But, yeah, we're not using any of that. We're just going to go to all cars. We have a block. We're going to do a crankshaft stroker. And then we need a crankshaft pulley. We're not doing any kind of supercharger, nothing on this. That's not what they want. Camshaft, but we are going to put a camshaft drag in this car. Well, I didn't bring that up. I don't know why that showed that, but okay. Oh, I know why I brought up the specs for the car. I I hit the I button when I typed that in, and I'm so close to the car. That's why it happened. All right, let's get this thing turned over. Put the crankshaft in. We have. Oh, we need to go back to cam because I need to get a camshaft sprocket. Should have the sprocket down there. Yes, we sure do. Let's get some pistons in her. Let's pick these up so we're not running back and forth so many times. I like to tighten up my bolts here as I go, so I don't forget about any of them. You miss a bolt, tighten it down. Your engine may not start. Okay, let's get ourselves an Earl pan. Oil filter. And, well, let's see. We'll use that oil pan. We're going to mix base game colored parts with modded parts. To color these, I'd have to use the Material Master, and I really don't want to do that right now. Because I'm not going to tell you anymore, but we have another customer car coming up that we're going to be doing some use of the Material Master to paint engines, and I'll use that then. Meaning the Material Master, I'll use that. This is going to come up again. Yep, do it. Now, we're not going to be using all those paintable parts that you see that I've used before for the other engine build that I was just referring to. We need a harmonic balancer. I know that. All right, let's get a water pump. We're going to need a water pump. Very important. A few. Right. I'll have to wait on the alternator. Now, let's get some head gaskets and some heads. Get us some head. All right. I didn't tell you to open up, bud. Hey! Hey, cool, we have multiple doors. Hey, it's rotating doors. Sweet! Sweet! Well, I gotta be honest. Now, I didn't check these doors. I gotta be honest. All right. This is for real. This door, yeah, that door, and this door had triple doors, garage doors. I did not check the man doors, but these also have triple doors. Yeah, what about these? Yep, they have triple doors. It's some kind of bug or something. Not a big deal, nothing to worry about. But yeah, this garage door and the other one there at the end had triple doors also. I did get rid of those. I actually just took a hammer to it, the hammer, and right here, and it deleted two of the doors and left the one, and it seems to work. Probably could do the same thing for this. Let's see. Maybe it won't work for this, but we'll see. Yep. And it stayed. So, yep. There we go. Yep. All back to normal now. Will they return like that or disappear again? I don't know. I hope not, but I don't know. I can't answer that. So we need to get some head gaskets. Some of these guys. I do want to also apologize because I don't know if it's showing up too much in my videos when you guys watch them. You know, I think it's one of those things where oh, I put it on there. It affects, I think, people differently. And that's with, what I'm speaking about is like frame rate. All right. And I definitely notice it when I watch videos, like gaming videos and stuff like that. And especially if my frame rate drops kind of low, lower than I am used to in my gaming. I obviously notice it too, looking at the computer and the monitor. And if you guys notice, like obviously for this game, the FPS is displayed in the top right corner. Always has been. Now, I guess there is a delay. Maybe you can block that or delete that somehow. I don't know how to do that. It really doesn't matter to me that it's there. I really don't care. But if you guys have noticed, my frame rate is a lot lower. A lot lower than what it usually is. A lot lower. Usually you don't see my frame rate nearly this low. And you might be able to notice in my recordings that the gameplay doesn't look as smooth or kind of choppy. And that's because a lot of that has to really do with the low frame rate. And there's not much I can do about that really. It's when you get buildings and certain things and a lot of vehicles, modded vehicles, you know, the buildings like this in here, like it really drops your frame rate. It's just how this game is. Part of that, I don't think this game has great optimization, never has, and it really hasn't got any better since the new URP update. Some people like to say it has. I don't believe it really has. I don't see much of a difference at all. And sometimes it's even worse than what it was before the URP update. That's my opinion. But nevertheless, when you have buildings, when you've used the building materials to make buildings, or, you know, like in my case, I imported this building into my game. Whether you build them or you import them into your game, at least in this game, is going to take a huge performance dip. Huge performance dip. Just how this game is, it's not, the game has never been great on performance. But that's why it's so low right now, and I can even notice why I'm playing. The frame rate is low enough that it almost this low, it almost hurts my eyes. For some reason, I don't know why, this low frame rate like this hurts my eyes. And I've seen a lot of guys on my garage, because they have buildings and cars around. Yeah, it's cool. Like, you want to be able to have that stuff. It's just the game performance is so bad that it all that stuff just drops your frame rate down, because I think the game is just poorly done. It's poorly optimized. But that's kind of my opinion. I don't know all the details. There's probably better words how I can describe, how a game runs, but, in intake. But it, looking for, oh yeah, right here. I want to put this guy on it. But yeah, so when you get buildings and stuff like that, and the larger your buildings are, or the more cars you have, it, like I said, it brings your frame rate down, and the performance of the game takes a huge dip. And that's what I'm experiencing now with this building. I mean, anybody that plays my garage knows that that's what's going to happen. And I knew that's what was going to happen when I put this, building made with the building materials you put in the game. And I even noticed when you expand even the large garage, or the garage over there, the main garage, once you expand the garage and you build onto it, your performance even takes somewhat of a dip too. So it not only has to do with just, using the building materials to build, but it does, and I've noticed that I think my video quality, when you guys are seeing it and watching it on YouTube, is not as good of quality as what it had been. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys maybe have not really noticed it. And if you haven't, great. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just I really noticed the difference in frame rate. That's just me. And in no way did I have to use this building here that was given to me by Rooney. It's not his fault that the performance drops or anything like that. It's just the game itself, that's doing that. And it also depends on what hardware you also have too. What your hardware is. Your graphics card, your and all that stuff plays of course a role in all that too, right? So it, So bottom line is, if you guys have noticed a difference in the quality or when you guys are seeing it on YouTube and it looks a little bit more, the gameplay doesn't look as smooth. That could be why. That very well could be why, because the frame rate is a heck of a lot lower. So, yeah. It's just that it's not a big deal. I mean, it's just something that if you want to have cars in your game, and a good amount of them, you want to have your own custom buildings in the game, you got to deal with stuff like that, you know. So it's not, you know, it's not a it's not a huge deal, but you got to know, especially if you're getting into this game or thinking about, playing this game, just know that 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 you're gonna have to deal with that kind of stuff with this game. Put that in there. Let's get the old sparkers in. Yeah, I didn't have to. I didn't have to use this building. I wanted to when Rooney offered it to me. I'm like, you know what? It's probably a lot better than what I am going to be using. And it is 100 times over better than what I would have used. So it's really awesome that he reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want to let you have my building and my save, and to use for your series." So I'm like, you know what? Heck yeah. So I appreciate that very much. So in no way am I speaking bad about him or his building or this or that. It's just it's just a game thing. They you're just gonna have to deal with, if you want it. So oh, I need to get a distributor, and then we're gonna have a problem again. There we go. Oh, that's annoying, but it is what it is. All right, put these on. There we go. We got to get a 6-barrel carb on there. Oh, we can put our alternator belt on there and our alternator. No, we can't put our belt on there yet. You know why? Because I haven't even put the alternator on there yet. So yeah, bottom line is, if you guys notice the difference in the quality of the videos, all I'm saying is I'm sorry. I'm sorry that there might be a different quality. Please excuse me for that. But I didn't want to pass up a building like this, and I knew it was probably going to be a pretty good building. And I didn't know exactly what it looked like or what it was when he offered it to me. I just said, yeah, I'll take it and I'll take a look at it and I'll use it, because I think honestly, if one of your viewers, one of your subscribers reaches out to you and says, hey, you want to use this, I think that's pretty rude if you kind of turn it down. I'm not saying, you have to accept everything, but we're going to wait to put those on when they're back on the car. That'd be a better option. Better option. So let's get our... Oh, well, that didn't work out well, did it? Did it? There we go. And we need a... Come on. That was getting really annoying. And then I need a carb. No. Can't spell today either, can I? I get all those? No, I didn't. Got so many bolts for this carburetor. Yep. Got them all there. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using base game parts. You know, I don't use them a lot because I really like Banana's paintable engine parts. I really, really like his parts, his engine parts. They are really good. All right, now we got to get a flywheel clutch and a clutch pressure plate. And we are using some of his extra parts, extra engine parts on this engine. Oh, dang it. I thought maybe we knocked that down. I really like the hood on that this Nova. It's different, right? It's not just a standard hood. There's the clutch and the clutch pressure plate. Oh, and if any of you guys are watching this far in the video, and I think some of you might be, and I appreciate that very much. Speaking of our guy Rooney, he just recently, now I don't know if he wants me putting this out there. I wouldn't know why he wouldn't. It's nothing bad, nothing bad. He has recently started his own YouTube channel. I think that is really awesome. That's sweet. He has now 2 videos out. Like I said, he's just starting out. Let me tell you what, his first 2 videos, he's a funny guy, man. Let me tell you what, he's a funny dude. He's great, man. I really like his style. He's I do gotta say, like, he has made me laugh out loud more than a few times during his first 2 videos. He's got like this, and I mean no disrespect at all, like a different, crazy, wacky kind of style, kind of, and you'll see. I mean, even right away with his intro, it's great. I love it. It's a lot of fun. I will say that his channel is a lot of fun. I hope he continues putting out videos and improving his channel. And yeah, I really hope great things for him. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I will say, I will put a link to his channel down in the description. So go and look for that down in the description. I will put a link to Rooney's channel. I know it's going to sound horrible of me. And I can't quite remember his name of his channel, and I don't want to just throw something out there and screw the name of his channel up, because that might not be it, because I don't think that's right, would be right of me to do either. So I'm just going to put the link to it, to Rooney's channel down below in the description. So make sure you go check his channel out, check his content out, leave him some likes, a subscribe, leave him some comments, I mean, help a guy out. So let's drop this in there. Let's get the other side of the transmission done up. I think I got everything for this engine. Now, of course, we have to put our headers and exhaust on. You telling me that didn't drain out of there? All right, well, hey, that's our engine put back in. Well, let's get our headers back on and our exhaust. I think this one goes on this side. Let's grab the other one. All right, it should be back in there. Hopefully, I was doing a lot of talking while assembling the engine, so hopefully I didn't miss anything, because yeah, I'm afraid I did. But we'll see. I think we can lower this now off the jack stands. I don't want to put the hood on just yet. Tire does look like they have air in them. Cool. Nice. Heck yeah. It looks like awesome dragster. So, we got to get some oil in her. That is a definite. So, let's go grab some oil. Yeah, right here. 1, 2, and a 3. And it said it still had coolant in it, which I don't know how that is, but hey, sometimes we get lucky, right? You win some, you lose some. Now that I've poured a quarter of a quart of oil all over the floor. All right. Well, let's hope she starts up. Got the spark plugs. Everything internally. I believe. Timing chain. Yeah, I believe everything. Yeah, get this car out of here, out of the shop. And, man, we can get to work on the lad. Hopefully soon again, and I want to get that engine stripped down. Let's check our oil level. Yep, she's full. Make sure we check our coolant again. Yep, you can still see it, so I'm gonna go for it. Gonna go for it, see if she fires up. Where's the ignition? Right there. Yep. She fires up. Put the hood back on. Get these out of the way. We have engines laying everywhere around here. I need to get some engine stands or some more of these from Little Louie. I need to do something. Clean up our trash later on. Clean the area up. Let's back this thing out of here. See how she does. Ooh. Barely touching the accelerator, and she, look at that, she just wants to go. Lighten them up, baby. Lighten them up. Lighten them up. Look at that smoke show. I don't want to run her off the cliff here. Look at that. Look at that. Do a burnout right in front of Louie's store. Woo! She is dangerous. Dangerous, I tell you. Dangerous. This Drag Nova is going to be looking good. Now the customer now is going to be taking it to the specialty guys to get all the safety equipment for this dragster to be able to run down the drag strip. She's not ready yet because she needs all that safety equipment installed inside, but yep. This is it. Pretty cool. Those headlights, pretty cool headlights on it. Some of their sponsors are already on here. I think they got some more. They said that they had to put on the car before they send it down the drag strip, but looks good. We made this thing look pretty dang cool now. It was cool before. Come on, it's a Chevy Nova. But we did kind of transform the look a little bit, and she just got herself a nice race engine now under the hood. Pretty fancy. Pretty fancy. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Next time we will be back working on the Lad. And also, like I had mentioned, we are going to be doing another engine build, another high-performance engine build. We will be painting engine parts. So we will be using the Material Master. So if you want to see that, or, you know, just want to know how to kind of use it a little bit, maybe stop by and watch the video. So, and if not, then, you know, then you don't. Simple as that. So, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe. and we'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you.